Hello friends, I'm living in Seattle and I'm going out to enjoy the nature, and I'm basically a storyteller. So I will be sharing my story and my journey in this video. So please subscribe to my YouTube channel and share this video with your networks. This is a beautiful garden. My son Ramkrishna Sai lives in Seattle, and my wife and I came to US to spend some time. So you can see the view of the home. It's an independent house where my younger son lives. Seattle is a very beautiful city. Sometimes it is foggy, sometimes it is drizzling, sometimes it is raining. The weather here is very much unpredictable. Now it is drizzling now, but still I took a chance and came out to enjoy the nature. Yeah, let me introduce myself. My name is Professor M.S.Rao. I have authored 53 books, including the award-winning book titled See the Light in You, for which the Noble Laureate, His Holiness Dalai Lama, has written a foreword. I have 43 years of diversified experience, including Indian Air Force, business, teaching and training. I am a late bloomer, Dyslexic, ADHD, OCD. Add to that the brain stroke worsened my health. In the year 2021, I survived from brain stroke during the second lockdown in India. So I was blessed to be alive of the brain stroke in the year 2021. It was all because of my positive attitude and because of the healthy habits that I acquired from Indian Air Force. And I was born in a toxic family and grew up in a toxic environment. And I don't have two-wheeler, I don't have four-wheeler, I don't have any pension, and I don't have any regular income. I'm 61 years old with mental challenges, physical challenges and financial challenges. Despite all the challenges, I rose from the ashes like a phoenix. This is briefly about my profile. Now I came out to enjoy the nature, so I'll be sharing with you a story. One of my passions is storytelling, and I traveled entire India for 12 years, and I encouraged my two sons and my wife to travel, and we traveled from Kashmir to Kanyakumari in a second class sleeper. So we still belong to a lower middle class family, and we had lots of challenges. Especially I had lots of challenges. I was born in a toxic family in the year 1963, October 31st, and I was born in a very tiny village. And I used to go to far distant places by walk, and I used to go by bicycle to visit libraries to acquire education. I am basically passionate about acquiring knowledge and sharing my knowledge. can hear the sounds of aircraft. Whenever I hear the sounds of aircraft, I feel very happy. You can see Boeing here. Boeing is operating here only. You can hear the sounds of Boeing. I think Boeing has some challenges. I think some strike was going on. I think some deal has been struck between the management, and I think they are still they are moving forward. Okay, let us keep it aside about Boeing. Let me circle back to my story. Right from my childhood, Abraham Lincoln has been my inspiration, and for 18 years I was at my native place, and I washed dishes in a tea stall with my father, and we had lots of challenges, and my father was not properly organized. He was a litigant, and my mother is a very toxic woman. So I came from a abusive family. I was not in a healthy environment, so lots of challenges. So I was very lucky that I came out of the toxic family and became a healthy citizen. Yeah. So at the age of 18, I joined Indian Air Force. I was lucky that I came out of a toxic environment and a toxic family, and grew as a healthy citizen after I joined the Indian Air Force, and I developed a positive attitude, and I grew as a leader. And people might think I was an officer in the Indian Air Force. I was an airman. I served in the Indian Air Force in the lowest rank of a corporal for 12 years. And I discontinued my degree, that was BSc. I was very much keen to join engineering, but there were financial challenge at home. Then I discontinued my degree, then joined the Indian Air Force. Then again I continued and paid the condonation fee, and I started my degree, and I became a graduate. I extended by an year, and I paid a condonation fee. Then I took tuitions, so somehow I became a graduate. I joined Indian Air Force on February 4th, 1982, and February 5th I came to Tambaram, Chennai, 1982, and it was very challenging for me to get along and to adjust, because food habits in military are different, and totally it was very challenging for many people from defense to get along, and we got along, and I was very happy that I was getting food, nutritious food. Of course not a tasty food, but we were given good food, chapati. So I got adjusted with eating chapati. Initially I didn't like chapati, but I started loving chapati. Now I prefer chapati to rice. So people are going by bus here. Bakery, this is here. Electric trolley, I think they call it as electric trolley. This is the Seattle supermarket. So we have to press button to move forward. Now I am standing here at the junction in Seattle, and here we have to press the button to move forward. We can't just walk just like that in India. Now they have allowed to walk, so now I am walking fast. They have given a limited few seconds to cross over. Yes, we have crossed now. Here things are very strict in USA, and you can't do everything as you feel. You have to go by rules and regulations, traffic rules. It's good. If you make any mistakes, you have to pay penalty in US dollars. So people are very law abiding, but at the same time people in Seattle, they are very good, amicable. They emphasize diversity, they emphasize LGBT, so many things. So there is a lot of freedom in USA, but within the rules and regulations. The Seattle is one of the beautiful cities in USA, and this Seattle is known as Emerald City, and Seattle and Bellevue are twin cities of Telangana in India. So both are close by, Bellevue and Seattle. And let me talk briefly about this Seattle. It's we are into this fall season, and people are celebrating Halloween. This is known as Halloween season, and you can see leaves. You can see the color of the leaves changing here, falling down. Sometimes people take photographs. So it's very beautiful and very pleasant. The weather in Seattle is very pleasant. As I said, it's sometimes foggy, sometimes drizzling, sometimes raining. A lot of contrast. When I started walking, it was drizzling. Now it's not drizzling. Now there is a sun, and it is safe. So I knew that about the weather. So, but still I took a chance and came out. Now you can see the sunlight here. So there are some companies which are very famous, like Microsoft from Bellevue, and Amazon in Seattle. Boeing is in Seattle. Northstrom is in Seattle. Starbucks is also in Seattle. I visited Starbucks, and I enjoyed various types of coffees, and if you want, you can get the links of the videos which I shared and uploaded. If you Google, in my YouTube channel, I have 3 YouTube channels. One is Professor MS Rao, second is Professor MS Rao Ph.D, and one more video channel, that is Vision 2030. So 3 YouTube channels are there. you can subscribe to them, and you will get you will enjoy videos of Seattle. And I came to Seattle for the first time from India. I think probably this will be the last visit. And so circling back to the story, it's Seattle is a beautiful city, and lots of opportunities, and so many companies are there, and people have a great degree of freedom, but subject to rules and regulations. Yeah, now that was about the companies here. And so at the age of 18 I joined Indian Air Force, and I got I think my initial salary was around 400 rupees. I sent money to my parents to support them, because they had some financial problems, and even I myself had problems, and I sent money to my parents regularly. I gave money for buying gold and properties and everything. Finally, they have betrayed me. My siblings, they have betrayed and taken away my properties. So life taught me so many lessons, and so that's why I don't entertain my relatives, especially my siblings. And add to that, my father-in-law backstabbed and my brother-in-law backstabbed. That was one more challenge. So you can see the kind of challenges I underwent. Then again, in the year 2021, I had a brain stroke, and I was on the bed. So this was the biggest challenge in my life, because it adversely affected my health and mind, everything. You can hear the sounds of Boeing. So I'm exhausted. It's very painful and stressful to hold my smartphone with my left hand, and I can't shift to my right hand, because my right hand and right shoulder is numb. I can't type with my right hand. I can't eat with my right hand. Sometimes I'm stammering. I'm still better than what I was some 3 years back, but still I have to get back to the feet. And so let me explain about my brain stroke. During the second lockdown, COVID started in the year 2019, and 2020 things went very aggressive. First lockdown, and also I was writing books and everything. The second lockdown, my wife and I had COVID, and when we were recovering from COVID during the second lockdown, I collapsed. I didn't know what I had to do, and I was helpless. And at that time there were lack of cylinders, lack of hospitals, lack of beds, and we didn't have money. And my younger son paid the bills. My elder son and my wife stood by me, and we were on the ICU. And for a few days I was in ICU. I saw death close to me many times in my life, more than 10 times. I kissed death more than 10 times so far. I survived. And after I collapsed, I saw a guy. Very next day, I was asking. Then the nurse told that he died of COVID, and his body was kept in the ice box. And next to that day, I came to know that, of course, I was in the ICU. My neighbor died in COVID, which I came to know after 6 months, because I didn't know what was happening for me. Later on, I came to know that a lady was going on the way. She was inquired my health. Then she told that her husband died. Next to the day, I collapsed. I think I collapsed on June, not June, May, I think. May 10 or 11th, 2021. So you can imagine the kind of challenges I overcame, and to live and lead this world despite having lots of challenges. So you can understand my problems. Then after I came out from ICU, we did physiotherapy exercises, and at that time the situation during the second lockdown, the situation was very critical. Doctors exploited, hospitals exploited during the COVID, and lot of money was taken by these hospital people. So lots of problems we had. I survived. So maybe I was born to live and lead, add value, and make a difference in the life of others. I'm very positive about my life. I'm positive, and my blood group is B positive, and I emphasize B. You have to be. I'm B positive by blood group, and I am positive by nature. So we did physiotherapy exercises. So lots of challenges, and we did MRI scan, CT scan, all kinds of tests were done, and I came to that there were some clots in my brain, and gradually I recovered. So because at the age of 57 I collapsed. It's very challenging. If you collapse at 30, 40, it's fine, but again 50, it's more challenging. So 57 I survived, basically because I'm a Indian Air Force veteran, and I have health, I have clean habits, and morning 4 o'clock I wake up, and night 10 o'clock I sleep. Throughout the day I engage myself into creative work. So that positivity helped me, and so various other factors helped me to bounce back, and so now I'm alive and kicking. So friends, life is beautiful, life is creative, life is a miracle, life is a magic, life is great, and all that happens for good. Everything happens for a reason, and I'm grateful to universe. Life is an echo. If you do good, good will come back to you. If you do bad, bad will come back to you. Luckily, things helped me, and I bounced back. So I'm very positive. The universe, I am grateful to universe that I bounced back, and I am alive and kicking. So you can see here people are playing multiple passions. Here you can see people, they are playing golf. Group of people, they are practicing golf. On the other side of the road you will find people playing golf, other side of the road. That's very spacious. That's a golf course. People are playing. So here, people in USA, they enjoy their lives. So they are very lucky. Americans are very lucky. Of course, they have their own challenges, but overall, they are very lucky, and they are enjoying better life, lots of resources, and they pursue multiple passions. You can see a big ground here, playing. Yeah, they are pushing hitting the balls and playing golf. I think probably they are practicing, I think. So I am holding with my left hand. It's very stressful and painful because I can't shift to my right hand. My right hand is numb, and I have chronic back pain for 17 years because of continuous writing, and I have chronic internal allergies and brain stroke. My right hand is numb. There is no sense to my right hand and right shoulder. So lots of challenges. So friends, never give up. Everything is possible in this world. So now talking about this US, America is a land of opportunities. America is a land of immigrants. America is a land of dreams. America is all about possibilities. People migrate from various countries. They settle down in USA because there are so many opportunities. All that you have to do is you have to be passionate about of what you are doing. You must be clearly focused with your goals, and you have to keep moving despite challenges, obstacles. You have to keep moving. You have to build momentum, and you have to keep moving. There will be setbacks in life, but you have to remove the setbacks, and you have to keep moving forward with the positivity, and you have to keep going. So when you do so, when you work hard, work smart, work wise, and you'll be able to achieve your success. Even if you don't get achieve success, at least you can contribute something for the world. Everybody can't succeed, and everybody can't become Elon Musk. Very few people are lucky, and majority of the people, they fail. It's not that they are fools or something like that. Everybody has talent, everybody has potential. People don't focus. That's the problem. You have to be focused, and you have to work hard consistently, and you have to be persistent. You are consistent. You must be patient. So these are all the things. So this is known as community arts facility play area. This is known as Jefferson Community Center Art Facilities Play Area. So now weather is very pleasant. So I want to look at myself. So daily morning I wake up at 4 o'clock. I do puja. I mean prayers I do. And express my gratitude. I pray to God Almighty, whatever the God. This is how I do it. So practice gratitude, practice mindfulness. And nowadays there are so many health challenges globally, mental illness. So when you practice gratitude, when you write the things when you take things move forward, you enjoy the beauty of life. And when you write something, what happens, you take things forward. That means you are persistent by nature. I've come across some people, they keep writing. Even I used to write before brain stroke. Now I can't type and write, so sometimes I am major points I am noting down and putting them into WhatsApp. Then once I come back to the place, then I will copy and paste these ideas on Word document. Then I take them forward. That's how I am doing. So when God closes one door, He opens another. But I say, when God closes one door, I will open 10 doors. I will believe in that. I had a brain stroke. People usually surrender to destiny and Almighty, but I didn't surrender, because I have very strong willpower, positivity, that helped me to bounce back. My challenges are known to me only. Others do not know. I look quite normal, but they don't know my challenges, my internal challenges, my health challenges. Only the neurologist knows my challenges. So I take medicines regularly, and this is what I am doing. Now what I will do, I will talk about now. I'll wait for a moment. I'll because I am waiting for the green signal to appear. Then I will talk about my journey in US, especially how I came to US. So it was a story. I think it would take around 3 to 4 minutes. Yeah, correct. Yeah. So now we got a clearance to walk. Yeah, now we got, yeah, good, luckily. Yeah, good. So when we find like this, then only we are allowed to walk. Okay, fine. 5 years back, I didn't want to come to US. I wanted to travel India like Swami Vivekananda. I just want to enjoy life, and I want to understand the basic problems at the ground root level in India. So I planned to go for a tour for an year from Kashmir to Kanyakumari. So that was my basic plan. But COVID struck come. Then my younger son came to US. Then he told, you come to US. Then I applied for US visa. Then what happened? My wife got approval visa, but my visa was kept on hold because of my military background, and I'm very authentic and I'm very keen to give the correct information. So that helped me. Truth alone trumps. That's what I believe, and it is correct. So the visa officer had some doubt because of my military background, but I was verified. It took, I think, maybe 9 months or so. So Indian Air Force headquarters verified my credentials, everything. So then this authorities have called me and also sent me an email to come, the visa stamped. Then I went and I got the visa stamped. So when I saw the visa stamp, it was only given for 4 to 5 months. I didn't like it at all, because after long struggle, and only we were given a visa for 4 to 5 months. That doesn't serve in any way. But again I thought, okay, something is better than nothing. Then brain stroke, second term, during the second lockdown, brain stroke. I had brain stroke. Then again I wanted to visit my son in US. Then we applied. It took more than 1 year, 3 months waiting for visa. Then we had biometric. It was okay. Then we had visa interview. So it took 10 minutes for us about the interview. So many questions were asked within 10 minutes. Usually they give, they stamp and send back, and they say you can collect passport later. That's how the process happens. So that visa officer in India asked so many questions like, why do you want to come to US? I said, to meet my son. Your son, does your son has any citizenship or green hold? No. And is there anyone with you? I said, I'll go with my wife. So does she have any visa? So luckily she has got a visa some 5 years back. Then she has asked, how do you fund for visit? I told them my son will pay the bills. Then she inquired about the documents of my son. And my son is also very authentic like me, and we have submitted all the things. What were you doing earlier? I said, I was in Indian Air Force. Then again I did business. Then what were you doing for recently? I said, for 15 years I was writing books. What kind of books you are writing? I told, I write books in various genre, and then my award-winning book titled "See the Light in You," for which His Holiness Dalai Lama has written a foreword. Then she was suspicious that about my credentials. Then I had a book with me. Then I showed. Then she smiled by looking at the book, because books give credibility. That book was with me and I carried. She smiled. Then she said again, so we will still take some time to process the application. It may take a week or so. Then so some more questions she asked, which I forgot. Then after a week or so, then I came to collect my passport. So everybody was eagerly waiting. I was sure that I will get visa, whether it was for 3 months, 4 months, that I was not sure. So when I saw my passport visa stamped, I was in cloud 9 because I got 10 years of visa. So I was very much excited, because after a lot of struggles, setbacks, obstacles in my life, finally I got a US visa. So friends, this is a story about my persistence. At the age of 61, I came to US for the first time, and I am with my younger son, Ramkrishna Sai, and I am with my wife. And my wife is at home right now. My younger son is working. So life is not easy. You should have persistent. My biggest strength is persistent. I am persistent by nature. I am very consistent in what I am doing. I am consistent. I am persistent. I am patient. Patient means this I have developed after I got brain stroke. Otherwise, I was very impatient by nature. So you have to be patient, you should be persistent, you should be consistent in what you are doing. So when you do so, you will find miracle, you will find the magic of life. So this is the story of my US visa. So I am enjoying a beautiful place, that is Seattle, and Seattle is one of the best cities in USA, and Seattle is very vibrant with the diversity, and Seattle is really a beautiful place. And my son was there in Dallas, then he moved to Seattle. I don't know where again he will go, somewhere else, that we don't know. So we can't predict what happens. After the brain stroke, I realized how fragile the life is. You can't take life for granted, especially after the COVID, after the brain stroke, because anything can happen at any time. Life is fragile. That's why I would like to share a message to my viewers and audience is, don't worry about your unpleasant past. People waste 30% of their precious time about their unpleasant past, which will never come back. And don't think too much about the future that can't be predicted. And learn to live in the present. Living in the present is the cash. Of course, nowadays nobody has got cash at hand. They have only digital cash. So learn to live in the present. Life is beautiful. Life is amazing. Life is creative. Life is a miracle. Life is a magic. Life is all about possibilities. So keep moving. Keep moving. Add value and make a difference in the lives of others. So I'll move forward a little bit, then I'll come back. Now I think time is 42 minutes. Good. I'll come back. You can see beautiful Seattle. Oh. So I'll move forward. Here I have come across some names of in some Indian names I came across, and we have a good number of Indians in Seattle. So yesterday I went to visit Costco to shop. So I saw people in and around. They are talking among themselves. They are sometimes in Hindi or in their local languages, or sometimes Telugu. Like that, people are talking. So it's so Indians are doing better. Not only Seattle, everywhere Indians are doing better, and they are rocking across the world. They are impacting globally. And I have come to know recently that there are so many billionaires globally. I think USA has got the highest number of billionaires, then China, India, and other countries. They have a huge number of billionaires. So you can imagine the kind of wealth we are having in India. But unfortunately, what is happening in India is that there is a gap between rich and poor. There is a big challenge. So we need to bridge the gap between the rich and poor. So when you do so, what happens? So people will grow. That means we have to create prosperity out of poverty. Oh, yeah, good. Here, signal is there. Yeah. So here is a view. We can see different, excellent view. You can see the view. I don't know the name of this particular place. I don't know. So it's an excellent view. Yes, McKellen Street or something like that. So I'll go a little bit forward and come back. So here there is a bus stand. I think students are going by buses. Red Apple Market. Oh, good. Wells Fargo. I'll walk. This is Bank of America. So this is the landmark. I'll keep it and memorize, and I'll return. That's the best way. Now this is 47, and I'll come back. It's Cloud Cave, Seattle, and this is Bank of America landmark, Red Apple Hilltop Market. So now I'm going back, and I'm enjoying the nature. I love nature. Okay, now I'll take some other story. Oh, pigeons. I feed pigeons regularly in India. Two things I do regularly, that is going to temple and going to gym regularly. I feed stray dogs daily in India, and I feed pigeons once in a month or once in 2 months. Once in 2 months I also feed chapati for cows in India. And daily I feed stray dogs which are near to that. Sometimes people don't like me giving, they don't like giving biscuits, other things, stuff to stray dogs, but I still do that. Every Sunday I provide non-vegetarian stuff for stray dogs, and rest of the days I provide biscuits to stray dogs. That's what I used to do when I was in India. Now I am in Seattle. Hopefully when I come back to India, I'll resume my job. Probably my street dogs are waiting for me. Sometimes I think about my street dogs. Dogs are very loyal. People can cheat, but dogs don't cheat. For me, friendship is thicker than blood. Because of the better experiences with my family members, I entertain only friends, and I have got very good friends. I am very lucky, and this is perfect tax accounting service. So you can see the view, excellent view. So I am returning. Okay. So friends, if you like my video, please subscribe to my YouTube channel and share with your networks. Who knows, one of my stories inspire the people. That serves my purpose. I am already 61. Age is not in my favor. Things can happen anything at any time. Of course, I am optimistic, but we can't predict what happens next. So let us learn to live in the present. Let us do our best for people as a whole. It's not necessary that you have to invest money, because if you have money, you can invest. If you don't have money, at least you can invest your time by becoming a volunteer and serve the communities. This is what you can do. If you cast a stone, you will find the ripple effects. So if you do good things, they will spread. So let us cast the stone on the water, so we will find the ripple effect. Let us spread positivity. Let us emphasize inclusiveness. Yeah. So I would like to share with you a definition about real leadership. Real leadership is not about whining. Real leadership is not about criticizing. Real leadership is not about condemning. Real leadership is not about complaining. Real leadership is all about empathizing with others, adding value, and making a difference in this world. That is real leadership. So let me repeat my definition of real leadership, which I will connect with my soft leadership later. So real leadership is all about, real leadership is not about whining. Real leadership is not about criticizing. Real leadership is not about complaining. Real leadership is not about condemning. Real leadership is all about empathizing with others, adding value and making a difference in the lives of others. That is real leadership. So I coined a new leadership perspective, that is soft leadership, which I coined, which is new leadership perspective. I published 53 books, and I think around 10 books are related to soft skills and soft leadership. So the soft leadership is a new direction to leadership, and this soft leadership is all about people skills and soft skills. This soft leadership is all about people skills without compromising task orientation. So the soft leadership is I was distracted because of the dog which was going. So the soft leadership is leading people with people skills without compromising task orientation, and the soft leadership helps achieve peace and prosperity for countries. The soft leadership helps achieve effectiveness and excellence for organizations. The soft leadership helps for all generations, whether they are baby boomers, Gen X, Y and Gen Z. For all generations it is useful. And the soft leadership emphasizes on partnership, not like traditional superior or subordinate, something like that. The soft leadership emphasizes for partnership. And this soft leadership is essential for everyone, especially for millennials and centennials. And especially this is very much required in view of technology, artificial intelligence, Gen AI. And let me share with you one more thing apart from soft leadership. You have to embrace technology, you have to embrace change. Change is the only thing that is constant in this world. You have to change before you are if you don't change, you will be left out in the race. So you change. Life is all about learning, unlearning and relearning, and you have to adjust as in the changing scenario. You can see how things are changing very fast. Morning we get up, we find lots of apps. At the end of the day, new apps, I am telling. Next day again you will find more and more apps. So the world has changed very fast, especially because of technology. So embrace change, embrace technology and harness technology for global good. So what we have to do, my message for everyone is set an agenda, connect with citizens across the world and connect with technology experts and connect with various stakeholders and build a better society. And you have to make a difference and avoid bad actors, especially I am talking about this technology experts have to leverage technology for good, social good, global good. We should avoid bad actors. Sometimes they will not. Sometimes they will create a. They will create problems for the entire beautiful planet. So we have to be very careful with bad actors. We have to focus on positivity, good actors who and remember technology is our servant. Okay, we are the masters. Technology is the servant. But if technology becomes master, and then we will have so many problems. So we have to be very much careful with technology. Okay, now again, the soft leadership, how I got this idea. Yeah, I forgot to tell you about my academic profile. At the age of 18, I joined Indian Air Force and discontinued my degree. Then again continued by paying money. And I acquired a couple of qualifications in the Indian Air Force. They are DME, that is aeronautical, BSc, that is a degree. Then I earned PGDBM, PGDCLL, which I did in the night college in Jodhpur University. Then I earned my MBA through private correspondence course, and I used to write assignments. So lots of challenges, and finally I got my MBA. So when I had challenges, when I had challenges in business, education helped me. Education helps you during the education helps everybody, especially education helps when you are having adversity. It happened in my life. I acquired so many qualifications. In the year 2007, I became a faculty member. That education helped me, and became a faculty member. In the same year, in the year 2007, I applied for Ph.D. I think my salary was around 9,000 or 10,000, I don't remember. So then I got admission for Ph.D. in the year 2007 in the month of December, and next year, that is 2008, the rules have been changed. And I had I'm a creative writer. I had some magazines published in competitive magazines. So those things I presented to my guide, and the guide was happy. Then gave me permission. Then I joined for PhD. I think I invested 9,000 or 10,000 at that time. Then I joined, and in the 2011 I got my PhD in soft skills. So friends, what you should learn from this video is that whatever the opportunities you get, grab them. Don't wait that I will do only this, that, this. Of course, there are people, they are very much strict. They will achieve whatever they want. But it doesn't happen for many people. Very people are very lucky. Like Elon Musk, majority of the people, they adjust and they grab the opportunities available in front of them, and they keep moving. It happened in my own life. So that's how I entered for PhD. And now, not luckily, I researched for 4 years. Then I got my PhD in soft skills in the year 2011. Then I blended soft skills with to walk forward. I got a green signal. Yeah, sorry for the interruption. So I came out. I crossed the junction. Okay, fine. So I'm circling back to my story. So after doing PhD for 4 years, then I blended soft skills with leadership, because leadership is very my passionate area. Then I coined a new leadership perspective, that is soft leadership. Around 10 books have been published on soft skills and soft leadership. So whatever the things didn't come to me easily, I explored, and I am very curious and creative by nature. So whatever was available, I grabbed and kept moving, because I don't have any godfather, I don't have any mentor, I don't have any coach. So this was the gap, because I didn't have regular education. People think I acquired my PhD from Stanford, Kellogg's, or Cambridge, something like that. But I acquired all qualifications through private education, through my own learning, with limited money, with lots of struggles. So this is my story. So I want to write a memoir now. I published. I wrote 60 books. 53 have been published. Still 7 books are pending, which I can't edit because of my health challenges. And publishers are coming forward to complete the books, but I am not able to focus. And add to that, things have changed very fast, and I have to update facts and figures, and I am not good at numbers sometimes, especially because of the brain stroke. So I have OCD. So obsessive compulsive disorder. I check, recheck so many times. I check. So lots of challenges. So I think I may still have to struggle for one more year to type with my right hand, to eat with my right hand. Then I will start writing books, and I want to write a book tentatively titled Survivor, which is a memoir. Memoir means a part of autobiography or biography. So I want to write a memoir. I would like to share my challenges of my health, brain stroke, and how I was betrayed by my father-in-law and brother-in-law, and how the kind of family I was born, that is a toxic family. So those things, everything I will write and publish a memoir. Hopefully God gives me the strength and good health. Hopefully God gives me a good health, then I will be able to write a memoir and publish this memoir, which is tentatively titled Survivor, because I survived. So different titles are there. It's not necessary that I should stick to one particular title. So I will write. And after brain stroke, again, education has been revolutionized. There is total disruption after COVID. Chat GTP has changed the game of technology. People are copying and pasting. So it's very challenging. I'm basically a very curious and creative writer. So I write of my own. And so these are all the challenges I'm sharing. Hopefully I'll write a memoir. So now I'll go to the next level, that is of storytelling. When you look at Indians, let me start with this story. People from the villages in India, they are migrating to cities, and people from the cities in India, they are trying to migrate to developed countries, especially USA. Of course, everybody can't come to USA, and of course, everybody is not interested to come to USA also. It's either way. So I think I have put my words correct. Everybody can't come to USA, that's one thing, and everybody doesn't want to come to USA also. So there are people who are very keen to come to USA to have better life. So the name of the game is migration. People are migrating across the world for better opportunities. Previously, children were going to parents in their homes. Now what happens? Parents are coming with the children. So this is my own case. So I have come with my son, Ramakrishna Sai, and we are in USA. So things have changed. The world has changed. Especially after the COVID, things have changed. I can say better or good, whatever it is. The essence of everything is that the society is more or less like I, me, myself. Previously in USA it was like that. Now India also it's like that. Globally the concept is I, me, myself. I think today is Monday. Yesterday I saw people coming Saturday and Sunday. They came in cars and they met people. They did shopping. They enjoyed with their family, and sometimes they meet their friends. So like that. So life has changed. And now coming to this, so people are come to USA. I mean Indians, they want to migrate to India, and Indians are rocking in USA, especially when you look at leaders like Satya Nadella, Shantanu Nair, Sundar Pichai, Ajay Banga. So various leaders, they migrated and they are working very hard and they are growing. They have brought laurels to our country, India. So why it happened? Because few years back, very long back, we had IITs, then IIMs. So we focus on education like IITs, IIMs, and that led people to acquire qualifications and work in better companies in India. Then they started migrating to USA. That's one thing. The second thing is that we have an advantage of English language, because usually any Indian will speak his own or her own native language. Then they will have one extra language, either in English or Telugu, Tamil, whatever it is. So that's the advantage. And third fact is that adaptable. Indians are very much adaptable. Adaptability is key to leadership success. So we are adaptable. So like that, there are so many things, and there are some commonalities between India and America. America is the oldest democracy. India is the biggest democracy. So we have synergy, and that is the advantage. And let me talk about this democracy. We have to emphasize democracy, because when you have democracy, what happens? You can live with freedom, dignity. There is a justice, and people have voices, and they can share their views, opinions, everything. They disagree, but fine. But what happens? They have right to express. I think it was said by Abraham Lincoln. Of course, right from my childhood, Abraham Lincoln has been my inspiration. So democracy means it's for the people, by the people, of the people. That's how it was said by Abraham Lincoln. So we have to advocate democracy. We have to emphasize democracy, so that people will lead better lives. Of course, I can't comment about totalitarian regimes like North Korea, Russia, China. But democracy wins, and we have to emphasize democracy. Those who are, of course, there is a concept of capitalism. We have to respect capitalism. If you are having opportunities, if you are willing to work, and then you can become a capitalist. You can become an entrepreneur. You can touch the lives of people. So we should emphasize capitalism. We have to emphasize democracy. So speaking from the perspective of India, India is a great country. It's not because I am an Indian. Of course, I love my country. I am an Indian, and I am a nationalist. I am an Indian Air Force veteran, having served. India advocates Vasudhaiva Kutumbakam. That means entire world is a small family. That's the greatness of Indian ethos principles. We advocate Vasudhaiva Kutumbakam. That means the entire world is a small family. So we emphasize fraternity, brotherhood. So this is the greatness of Vasudhaiva Kutumbakam. This is the greatness of India. India has so many challenges. We have challenges like corruption, red tape, bureaucracy. Corruption is a cancer in India. There is a gap between rich and poor. So many things are there. Things can't be rolled out in overnight, right? It takes time. Hopefully, in 2047, India will become a developed country. Yeah, right now, let me share with you. I think India is the fifth largest economy in the world. Other economies are America, China, Japan, and Germany, I think. So India is the fifth largest economy in the world. India is the largest populated country in the world, and we have. So we emphasize Vasudhaiva Kutumbakam. That means we respect all communities, cultures, religions. We treat them equally. But at the home front in India, we have so many challenges. We emphasize unity and diversity, and we have different religions, castes, dialects. If you go 100 kilometers or 50 kilometers away from the place where we live, the language, accent, dialect, food habits, everything changes. So India is a very great country. Despite all the challenges, our Indian Prime Minister Narendra Modi is connecting people and bringing things, everything into the track. But there are some challenges. For Indians. So we have to emphasize secularism, which is the key. We have to emphasize values, culture. We must encourage a positive attitude, right attitude, and strong attitude, so that we can build healthy citizens and we can lead from the front. So we have challenges with our neighbors, especially with Pakistan, then with China. So lots of challenges. India is surrounded by so many challenges. It's not a Singapore. Once, I think Lee Kuan Yew, I admire very much. Lee Kuan Yew was featured on the Time magazine, and he ruled very strict and made Singapore a great country in the world. And when Singapore separated from Malaysia, literally Lee Kuan Yew wept, and he worked very hard and made Singapore a great country. We don't have Singapore doesn't have natural resources, so many lack of human resources, lack of resources, but still Singapore has become a role model for many countries, and it was possible because it was very small, whereas for India it's a very big challenge. Once Lee Kuan Yew was asked about the portion of India. See, you can manage Singapore but not India, because India is very big in size, and we can't make India like Singapore. Singapore is Singapore and India is India, so both are different. And he can't he said once that India has so many challenges, and for Singapore it was possible because of size, of course, because of the natural resources, human resources. So Singapore became very successful. Whereas when you look at India, we have human resources and various other resources, but still we are not able to lead because of the corruption and other challenges, lack of political will. So many challenges right now. Hopefully things will fall into the place and India will rock. Now India is respected across the world, and leaders, global leaders look to India because of Sri Narendra Modi, the present Prime Minister of our India. So now again you can see beautiful buildings, and they have seen one medical center here. You can see golf course nearby. People who are playing badminton, they are enjoying life, they are very happy here. So now I think I'm very close to my place, and it will take, I don't know, maybe 10 minutes or 15 minutes. It's very problem, and it's challenging for me to hold my mobile with my left hand. It's very painful and stressful. I'm slowly walking. I have problem with my walking also. Earlier I was walking well. When I was in Indian Air Force, I was very aggressive, and I used to do Saudhan, Visram, everything. So that kind of a military life I led. Now I have some my own health challenges. Still better than other people of my age. Had it been for somebody else after the brain stroke, they would have surrendered to fate. But I didn't surrender. I fought against the death after the brain stroke and came out with flying colors. It's purely because of my resilience and because of my healthy habits that I acquired from Indian Air Force, and because of my reading, writing. Maybe God has given me an opportunity, maybe because of the blessings from my students, that I survived. Okay, let me share with you about another aspect. I have 4 blogs and 3 YouTube channels, and the 4 blogs are about various titles, like one is about Vision 2030, 1 million global leaders. One is Knowledge Grows When Shared, and where knowledge is wealth. And the 4th one is Professor MS.Rao, Born for the Students. These are the 4 blogs I am having right now. I am focusing on only one blog, that is Vision 2030, 1 million global leaders. This is a blog. Okay, now I got the permission to walk, so I am walking very fast. So after walking very fast, then I will circle back to my story. Yeah, now yes, see, you can see light appearing here. Okay, fine. So these 4 blogs I am having, the 3 YouTube channels. I believe in acquiring knowledge and sharing my knowledge. One of the blogs titled Vision 2030, 1 million global leaders, which I have created, and which is a book I have titled Vision 2030, 1 million global leaders. And I wrote a book titled the same name, Vision 2030, 1 million global leaders. And Dr. Kiran Bedi has written a foreword for this book, and I have dedicated this book to a former President of India, Dr. APJ Abdul Kalam. because I admire APJ Abdul Kalam, and I started this Vision 2030 1 million global leaders, and I have trained more than 50,000 students as global leaders. But after the brain stroke, things have gone online, and health challenges. So I'm not physically training, I'm not physically grooming students as global leaders. So I started sharing my knowledge free of cost. So I am sharing this knowledge despite having financial challenges, despite having a brain stroke, despite being born in a toxic family. So despite all the challenges, I kept touching the lives of people, especially students. And one of the books I have dedicated to Swami Vivekananda on the eve of 150th birth anniversary. The title of the book is Student Leaders. So like this, I have dedicated my books to some students, some leaders, because I love my students. And one of the blog is about Born for the Students. This is the title of my blog, and this title I got from my students because students loved my teaching, and they gave me a title as Professor Rao is born for the students. So that's the title of the blog. So I love my students, and India, especially I focus on youth. In India, more than 50% of the people are youth. So this is a democratic demography dividend we have got, and it's a great advantage for Indians. We are living at the right time in the history of humankind. India is rocking. India has got a very special place, and there is an advantage for youth, especially millennials and centennials have got a great advantage. And if when millennials and centennials work very hard, or very smart and very wise, we will become a developed country before 2047 itself. So the future lies in the hands of youth. So friends, lead from the front, add value and make a difference in the lives of others. Have a right attitude, have a positive attitude, and have a strong attitude. Sky is the limit. You are born to do something big, so do it. Okay, now again it is dizzying. Now I am coming back. It is dizzying. As I said, when I started, it was dizzying. Now again it is dizzying. In between, it was not dizzying. There was sun, clear sun, and sun. So this is Seattle. Seattle is a city with contrast in weather. Sometimes it is drizzling, sometimes it is raining, sometimes cloudy, sometimes pleasant. So like that, there are so many variations you can find. Now I have to rush back because it started drizzling. Okay. So the future is ahead for youth. So I would appreciate if you could subscribe to my YouTube channel and share with your networks. And I am not digital savvy, and I am from a modest family background, and I was not born with a silver spoon. I was born in a toxic family and a lower middle class family with so many challenges. As I said, I don't have two-wheeler, I don't have four-wheeler, I don't have any pension, lots of challenges. And for 10 years, 2007 I became a faculty member. For 10 years, my wife, my two sons and I had lots of financial challenges, and we lived in the single bedroom rented flat which is around 400 SFT, and we didn't have even a cot for a decade. So you can imagine the kind of challenges we encountered. And I worked in private colleges. They were not paying well. Sometimes they didn't pay salaries also. This was the fate of private educational institutions in India, especially in Telangana. So lots of challenges. So every day I was born with every day morning I am born with a hope, and I do something and go to bed the next day. That's how I led. So I'm happy for my two sons. So they never complained because they know my challenges, the kind of challenges I had because of my rogue relatives and toxic family members. Just forgive, let go. So my two sons are doing good. They are not very wealthy. They are doing their own bit. So I told them to lead their own paths. So I encouraged two things for everyone, especially my two sons. Emphasize education, emphasize character. When you have good education and great character, you will succeed in this world. And precisely I emphasize character education. People often talk about charisma. It's not the charisma that matters, it's the character that matters. If you have a charisma, that's a bonus, but the main thing is character. Your character speaks. So emphasize character, emphasize education, emphasize character education. Now I'm coming back. I think now drizzling stopped. Oh, so as I said, it's unpredictable in Seattle. I'm coming back now. I think 1 hour 32 or 33 minutes. I am coming back slowly. So friends, so this is a story I am living. I'm a storyteller. I share my stories. Who knows, if one of my stories impact the world, that serves my purpose. I create stories and share my stories to impact humankind. Life is great. Life is creative. Life is a miracle. Life is full of possibilities. Life is magic. So friends, again I have come back to the place. You can see the Boeing, and you can see a woman coming forward. So you can see the house. We have come back. So I am coming back to my home from the back side, and it's very painful holding with my left hand. So I can't come forward. So friends, this is the background of the house where my son lives. So it's very painful, and so I will wrap up. I can't bear the pain anymore. Please share my video with your networks. Who knows, one of my stories inspire the world. That serves my purpose, because I have a limited lifespan in my life, especially after the brain stroke. And just with gratitude.